What's going on, Bear Fam? Welcome to another powwow. So, this is our powwow number 4. So today's topic is actually going to be about friendships. So I know last week's topic was relationships, and we kind of went over a little bit about that. And friendships are in a way similar as to there's some different things involved with friendships. However, they all kind of mix and conglomerate. So if I go over some things that were gone over in the last video too, that's just why. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. So friendships. What is a friendship? Well, essentially a friendship is a bond between two people where they're very close, they trust each other, they spend time together, and they develop a friendship. It's essentially two people who get along very well and can create a bond out of that. And so what's involved in a friendship? Well, one of the biggest things is trust. If you don't have trust in a friendship, then you don't really have a friendship, and it just gets kind of ugly. And what I mean by that is you have to trust your friends when they tell you things, such as, you know, if you look nice that day or how they're doing that day, you got to trust them. Now, I know friendships can be hard when it comes to trust, such as if they're not wanting to tell you about something because they're afraid of hurting your feelings and stuff like that, and we'll get into that. But trust is a very big part of having a friendship with somebody. They have to be able to trust you, and you have to be able to trust them. If you don't trust them, then I wouldn't classify that as friends. So yeah, always keep in mind that trust is a very important matter with friends, because you know, you don't want somebody stabbing you in the back and lying to you 24/7 and then finding out later, because that's just going to upset you and it's going to cause a rift and it's just not going to be good. Time. So, time. Friendship really does take time. If you meet somebody for the first time, like if I met somebody today, you know, it's not like we're just going to be best friends overnight. It's going to take time to develop that trust and that bond with that person. If you try to rush into it with somebody that you don't even know, then obviously there's a lot more that you're going to find out later on that you may not enjoy or like about that person, you know. Again, it kind of goes back into trust. You got to trust their personality. However, at the same time, don't rush into a friendship just because you want to be friends. You know, their personality may be something you don't enjoy. You know, they might not be the type of person you thought they were. So you just have to be very careful about that. That's why friendships are very finicky, because, you know, a lot of people can develop friendships with people who are completely different personalities from them. And even if they don't agree with it, they can still develop a friendship out of it, which is possible. I did it with a few people as well. It's not hard. It's just you got to put the time and effort into that. You know, time is key as well. I mean, communication is key, but time is also key, because without time, you guys won't build anything. So, oh man, losing friends. So, it can really be hard when you lose a friend. You know, there's a lot of levels of grief to it. Losing friends can be rough and sticky too, because if you have a big friend group and let's say you get into an argument with that friend and you guys no longer talk, but you still have that friend group, it can be really awkward, because that friend group is kind of like the mold around your friendship. And so therefore, whenever you're with the friend group and that ex-friend is still there, it can cause some tense situations. The great thing about friendships, though, is typically they can always be revived as long as you're honest, respectful, and you actually put in the dedication for it. You know, those things, it's just very important to keep in mind. Now, I'm going to kind of give you guys some examples of this kind of topic with a bit of a story from my past, a few stories from my past. So, when I was in high school, when I was in the second grade, I met a person named Megan. Sorry, make sure my phone wasn't vibrating. I met a person named Megan, a girl named Megan. She was my good friend for a while. It took us a while to talk and get to know each other, and it took us a while to actually become pretty decent friends. And after about a year, we were pretty much best friends. And so All right, so in second grade, like I said, I had a friend named Megan, and we were really good friends. Like we were friends all the way through middle school, high school, some of elementary school, and it took a lot of time, but we developed that trust. We were very close, and so, you know, I want to say we we had our ups and downs. We fought a lot, and but high school rolled around, and of course, once you get into high school, you start looking at aspects of career, college. What are you gonna do after high school? And so, she was very inclined with cooking and that kind of thing, making dishes, food, healthier foods, and I was more of the IT aspect, computing and that kind of thing. So obviously, we spent time together, but it was greatly shifted due to our likes and dislikes because we were trying to get into different colleges and that kind of thing. So after high school, we got to college. We still were pretty good friends, and yeah, we've been friends for still a few years. She went off to so sorry about that, guys. We had a call come in, but we've been friends since elementary school. It's taken a lot of trust, and eventually it turned into long distance friendship because, of course, she went to one school, I went to another, and it just was, long distance isn't easy. All right. Sorry again, guys. We just got notified of something great, and so it's exciting. But as I was saying, we've been friends for a few years. We've been friends for a long time. We've had our ups and downs. We've had our arguments. But something that's going to help you guys out, and this is just my advice to you, my personal advice to you, is when you have a friendship that you've had for years, and I mean years, and you're worried about losing that person, be honest with them. Tell them that you're afraid of losing them. Honesty is always the best, because if you're not honest with them and you don't tell them how you really feel, you could have a tendency to self-destruct. And so, me and Megan, we don't talk as much like we used to, and I think that's just because we're both busy with lives and things. But yeah, like I said, it takes communication, trust, time, effort, all these good things. Same as a relationship. Just be yourself too. Don't be somebody you're not. Don't be honest. Be true. It's not. I don't want to say. Be true to who you are. With that being said, guys, I classify all of you as my friend. It takes trust in this community. This community means a lot to me, and I want you guys to trust me and McKenna on the stuff that we show you guys, and that, we're here for you. You guys are friends to us. Even though we don't know you, you guys are still our friends. You come and check out the videos, you hang out with us, you comment, you get involved in the community. You guys show that you want to be friends with us. And even though we're not really friends, like in real lives, like we don't know each other in real life, there's still that basic trust and effort that you guys are putting in on your side and we're putting in on our side to show that we have a friendship. And just remember, guys, friendships are very important. People are social creatures. Humans are social creatures. We cannot live by ourselves in solitary. It's not good for us. Even introverts can't do it forever. I know if you're an introvert, yeah, you say, well, I don't like going outside, but there are people you still talk to. There has to be. Whether that be your family, whether that be a friend, even one friend. Just because you're an introvert does not mean you aren't talking to anybody. And if you aren't talking to anybody at all, and you shut down communication completely, maybe it's time to get back out there. There are people for people, everybody. If you think you can't get a friend because of your personality, I'm going to say you're wrong. There are people out there who have the same likes, the same dislikes, and are very similar to you, that you can go out there and find somebody. Don't be afraid to find friends. If somebody is making fun of you for finding a friend, then obviously that's backwards, right? They don't really know what they're talking about. Well, this powwow was kind of a bit of a shorter powwow, just because it was very similar to the relationships powwow I did last week. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse with it. But next week's powwow will be a little bit longer because it's a different topic. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this powwow. I'm sorry for the interruptions. You guys probably won't see all of them, but there were a few interruptions. So if you see cuts in the video, that's why. Other than that, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, links are in the description. Go ahead and hit the follow on those. Go ahead and subscribe and like this video. And go ahead and leave a comment if you guys want to see more powwows. And if you guys want to see different topics, go ahead and put your topics in the comments. If it's a topic I think would be good to talk about during a powwow, let's talk about it. I would be fine with editing my schedule because I have a preset schedule of videos and titles that I have, or topics. So, with that being said, hope you guys all have a great week. And even better, I hope you guys have a bear-tastic day. See you guys.